Bravo. Ayo Richard.
Please, we are still counting, so don't put your hands down, please. We are still counting. Please, if you just joined, we are checking the roll. So kindly raise your hand, please. We are still checking the roll. So kindly raise your hand.
And then what to me grab was over. The come down the Jamie go shout dog wine. It's a me cook at this swimming to me name. And you need to man when you mean day. I won't flow. Yeah, never emotion ya busy. You want to put your nasty form. I don't want my so I don't want to. If you be a bar, and if the auntie say, yeah, no be on document. Median me come in cushion on the choir. On the matty to me, I am boy in your no. I am boy in your no. I am boy in your no. No, no. I am boy in your no. Your no. I am boy in your no. Your
Please,
no.
don't put your hands down. We are still checking the roll. So please don't lower your hands, please. Honorable Awadi, please. How many do we have now?
Oh yeah, Lydia. Every penny facing. Oh yeah,
Oh, another word. I think the music is too loud. So the information that is being passed across is not clear.
Namukase wa obremwe ebane sana me feel biase sa tenu do sa
This was the around this time.
Kawabanga.
When the last time you hear something like that, a Shami Lumba on the remix. When the last time you hear something like that, a Shami Lumba on the remix.
Yope no biaba kayinye lumsuko. Yamsuku na osokua kayinye bunsakura. Yope na biba kayinye lumsuko. Yamsuku na osokua kayinye bunsakura. Binum si jinsim power. Binum si alamo power. Binum si abin waha power. Oh, binum si jinsim power. Binum si alamo power. Binum si abin waha power. Oh.
Joe, we want buy latest, Miss Lolo. Let's make a file or buy colo. Internet, Tigari, pet, don't know, and stroke, and I'm tired. Sweat to Joe. Yeah, dear mom, if I the cocoa. That could on that a bitch, she so folk. Think Tom and you walk to go from sick out to swim the media big cat lotto. The damn pen or the full football. Be pack right here, meet you for 4 day cut off. You did you my cross or champion or bra for hip hop or her, R&B or her, and soon him sat shaman hip life na your ball. I just my pen or watching a key and papa. Yeah, the afra way a year for fraud. Daddy Lumba, Miss Short to my young call.
Binum penny ting 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 ting. Binum penny jitia. Binum penny honey. Binum penny ting 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 ting. Binum penny jitia. Binum penny honey.
Satin nan your pet. As soon as I the crown, as soon as break wood there. Your pen and your wife, I be free. I take from when I just say what it all. Your pen like a your wife, you mean I am from my daddy Lumba soon care guy. Your pen like a your wife, I'm a girl, you make young for less to him. Second,
you can't touch me. Come fair by me one dear city. This area you can't touch me. Cause I know do see me. Send a cry and to send you. We do back for trader. When I'm on to a me. Come fair by me one dear darling. This area you can't touch me. Bano, this area you can't touch me. You can't touch me. Come fair by me one dear city. This area you can't touch me. Cause I want to see me. Send a cry and to send you. We do back for trader. When I'm on to a me. Come fair by me one dear darling. This area you can't touch me. Bano, this area you can't touch me. Bano.
the same, you will be very. Onyamie wo into junu yansana Nimpa was the barrier Onyamie wo into junu yansana not an outbreak. Now, brother, this man don't know. I say, never find a man. Whoa, every time was that or rap. I want to watch it. She was the one and the woman was his son at the Mudano. Say you will be very Onyamie wo into junu yansana Nimpa was the barrier Onyamie wo into junu yansana What's the barrier and Kehunde? Onyamie wo into junu yansana Ofie panso wonza mebina ya Onyamie wo Senya wunu anake kan ho nsamna Onyamie wo Senya wunu anadini sibodue mu Onyamie wo Sabaya na sasa santama Neja no kunzin wansu bi Sewu wunu abekada mepenasam Nanzo wakume mu no yotan Hwana hweni ye na zo na meparanya Ewune gabra go through ni na sanu donu fa eso ne blood Hwana hweni ye na zo na meparanya Akwana emeda zinyi papa dunya njai Onyamie wo
Banga
Midiye Mihu and me say Miss Rico cry I do your way Who pay me in a minimum say Any eating me a jury As I was something more I say was something more When you say about me moon Timmy Moon, no. Ora metti me, se uni mi son ti mi spele, ora metti wrong. Then try. Uni mi se, all back of one trick, not damn for tipo buoni. Nasa wupi manoi, ada wupi manoi. When you see about Timmy Moon, no, a Timmy Moon, no, a holy woman. When you see about Timmy Moon, did I know? When you see about Timmy Moon, did I know? Did I know? Did didn't know that mommy something in the beer. All the crowd from here.
Farsight Enterprise, to commemorate. What? I'm not TV.
I dare say, me coming up, said Ghana, you are me coming up. And any of me penny said, I dare say, me coming up, said Ghana, you are me coming up. Don't be baby,
Let's do it once again. I promise you
Akodariswa. Smakami wa. Obekumi afere. Akodariswa bekumi afere o. Sanoma ode. Udo bekumi. Odo yewe sanoma odo. Akodariswa wenu ebene kumie. Sanoma wenu ebene banaba. Odo yewe sanoma odo. Akodariswa soni wa mi deno. Sanoma odo mi wa mi dene. Odo yewe mi dene. Gugunte peria. Ema peria dio. Ema pesoko. Soko nema pe. Ema pesoko. Soko nema pe. Ema yebe unisika yempe we. Ema pesoko, soko nema we. Ema yebe bimo wa yempe we. Ebima we. Ema pesoko nema we. Ema pesika wasi. Soko nema we. Soko nema pe. Soko nema pe. Eya yeme ya. Soko nema pe. Ema yebe unisika yempe we. Ema pe soko. Soko nema pe. Ema yebe bimo wa yempe we. Unisika mrantie. Ema pe soko. Soko nema pe. Ya na re ose. We are seeing pony biase moya. Obakwa ko no dance pony wan. Fiche bafu. Ona ne report you see do. Germany. So was moya. Imodo. Oni new. Woo.
Sorry, I do a sorry, me no be ne do my ya. I do sorry, my phone. I do sorry, I do the soon. I do sorry, be ne do my. I do sorry, be ne do my tan. I do sorry, oh, I do sorry, be ne do my phone. Adwai, Sarmianko, Pinejuma, yes, Adwai, Sarmian, Piemo, Tasuniame, Adwai, Sarmianko, Adwai, Sarmianko, Adwai, Sarmianko. Sorry, I do my now so jalafia de. I do I do my own so I do so jalafia de. I do I lafia de sedo. I do lafia de. I do my so my I do so jalafia de. I do my own so I do so I do it. Check 5,000. No, she got 1 hour motive bonneting. Equation. What you do? Yes, brother, me she get them to do with your from Dio breakfast. BBIS sabotage. Yes, thank you. Minia, I pay a month's suggestion, sir. Contractor. Eja Ponsa, Miss Wudanamo, Epe. Upon say. Yawato Yara Soko, Iba to Prabe, Yawazo. Yawazoya suku Ikwe so besia Yawazoya suku Yaba, data clarity Mimi anom Sajon kada kuna toma boma Kobuko Ani moko shito anenyo tu Ejam people better at once If you ever Tama the only dry dogs you can get in Ghana Tama Ebe Sanyo, Tama, Food Complex, Commander Boham, Nanadom. What I said, maybe I will find a sauce. So, the fisher vessel, we know open Eduma, or so when you are. The best swinging hotel, I pay and what, Tama. On the talk of the town hotel. Some Krawa, Nankwa, and Crossy. Dr. Papa Biso Shetta, my old friend, Dr. Kako. Ebe, Uncle Kwesai. Another hard worker, Rasta line. Miniano. 1 year quarter man. Tama Fay! Tama Fay! Yan Yako. Yawatoye. Ebe. Yawatoye. no. So you see men and papa, when you know Western region. Ebe, I'm going to American slangs with that team. Was that it anymore? Remember time, I don't give a damn, man. My ship is selling tomorrow morning. Take it easy, bro. Take it easy. When I see my food in the big, and you're talking. And I'm a cook on another food dish and motor. And I want you to try to near just what him. Hey, you better be careful about my hair. You want to break my hair? Or didn't want to present? Oh, what the points my area as well? What's if I didn't make a book? Just say who would you who would you? I check on a fire at Tahopo. Oh, what's it in your face? What's it in your face? Yappa, I don't give a damn. Take it easy, brother. You found the heat. Hey, how you do? Yako. Oh, so go. Wow, we in the job box. Yawato yaro soko. What's the original? Yawato ya. Yawato ya. Oh, what's the original? Yawato ya. Yawato ya. Yako is the original. Minya. Ebe, ekwapim. Ikusie nyina hu se. Ye mi kusie wo ho. To mu nyina kolojo ho. I want to call who kusie a wo ku 55. And then fem. Okusi bola get pa ube. No mo penny boy a friend about the rich. Okonu we put jacket you now washing bow tie so any. On one detective who say, "Anya na sikan kan mi da." This on one no. Inia. Wasi bitun so kuru anabe. Ko onim kakra so a. Akoto aparade. Omo ba hima no wo fa. Hunu ari obenane. E friend nana. Obu amikese. Efe wo you respect so na wa hunu a. No wa share kwapi. Osi. Me pa wo jew say you. No we also say. Me pa wo jew say we are bia. Minia. Osi aso ko ba real bro na fruit eh.
Hello, honorable members. Please, can you hear me? Can I be heard? Hello, honorable members.
Hello, we can hear you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Honorable SG, please, can you please count the roll? Then, if we are not up to a quorum, after 5 minutes, we will count it again. And please note members who are not in the meeting down, and Congress will know what to do about this situation. I think this is not good. So
right
honorable,
now, we are 80 here. We are 80 here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think 80 members, 2/3 of, I don't know the total number. How many do we have in total? Honorable SG.
Please, how many do we have in total?
I mean, congressmen and women, how many do you have in total? Not on this platform.
132.
Okay, so 2/3 of it will be
Close to 90.
132, right?
I think the test should be roughly 88.
88. And we are 80.
We are 81 now.
Wow. Honorables, if you have the Constitution with you, you can open to Article 38, Amendment of the Constitution, and Clause 4.
Hello, Honorables, can I be heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. I think I was having some network challenges. Sorry, Honorables. So if you have your Constitution with you, you can refer to Article 38, Clause 4. And it tells us about why we need this quorum to be formed for amendment. And it tells us what we should do during amendment. So Congress shall, upon the receipt of proposed amendments, which we have duly received, debate and adopted by not less than 2/3 majority of members present and voting. And I believe that as congressmen and women, is someone talking? Hello, please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good. And I think as congressmen and I think as congressmen and women, we all know this. If you've read through your Constitution as a delegate, as a congressman and woman, you know this instruction. So it's becoming really difficult for the NJC to understand why someone will register as a congressman or woman, and the person knows that I have to be present at this time for us to form a quorum before we start. And
people are still not around. Honorables, we've not started, so I can't take a point of order, point of correction, anything, because we've not formed a quorum to start for a point of order. So this was just a submission. So please, we can't take point of order, point of correction, point of information now because we've not started anything yet.
Honorable Sam. Honorable Sam. Hello?
Yes,
Honorable
please.
Sam, I think we are missing something. The quorum should be 50%. The quorum to start at all. That is according to Article 13. Article
Honorable,
13 clause 5.
Congress
Article 13
has been,
clause 5.
yes, I understand the article you are quoting, but Congress has been formed and Congress has a specific assignment right now, which is amendment. So I will also refer you to the amendment section of the Constitution. So you can read that too.
But amendment will be accepted by 2/3 majority of those present. And we have 50 plus, so I believe we can start. Unless, of course, I'm not getting you. Once quorum has been formed, which is 50% plus, you kept making reference to 2/3, but we are supposed to be half. That's 50% representation. So that on the particular amendment, we should accept it by 2/3 majority. I mean, that's my understanding.
I like what you ended it with.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Yes, please.
Please, am I audible enough?
You are audible, please.
Yes, I initially raised my hand for a point of order, but I think you did not allow that to go through, but I have a submission to make on this. Now, my submission is based on the stringent application of the article you read. I think with grammar, it says that 2/3 of those present. I think present. I think it did not indicate 2/3 of those that registered for Congress or 2/3
of those present.
I think it did not indicate 2/3 of delegates.
That's it.
So if we are to wait to say that we need at least 2/3 of all registered delegates, that is a different law we are trying to apply here, because from this particular provision, it says 2/3 of those present. Therefore, at any point in time when Congress starts sitting and we meet the minimum of 50%, then we can proceed to make decisions. Moreover, we can also say that at the time these laws were written, there was no hindsight to say that there could come a time where we could go digital. And assembling people digitally is not equal to assembling people physically. Therefore, we should try and find a balance, because we are already more than an hour late. And Congress cannot sit and stand and listen to music while we can make judicious use of our time. So I am putting to Congress that the understanding of that article is quite misplaced, and we have to properly define it as those present, and the active word there is present and not registered delegates. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. We appreciate that. Actually, that is one of the important things to be discussed today. That is why we suggested members to come. But I saw something in the comment section, and Honorables, as much as, hello, please, can you hear? Please let me land, please. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, we can hear you.
As much as we are trying to discuss and also go about this business, please let's be very mindful about certain comments that we pass. Yesterday, I had a comment in my inbox
of someone telling me something which wasn't good at all, but I just have to brush it. I see a comment in the comment section which talks about simple logic. I think it shouldn't be done. And let's be decorum with what we say on the floor of Congress, because we are all learning and wisdom doesn't lie in the head of one person. That is why we are here to debate. So please, let's be mindful of what we say. We've heard the submission. I would like to have a short meeting with my NGC members for 1 minute, and I'll get back to Congress. Thank you.
You're welcome. DJ, please, if you can give us some music, we will be very grateful.
The best blood tonic you can get. With your mama, the money didn't get. I do up, mama. What's what I do so? No one, I miss your daddy. Yeah, no, who won't play from in the near. When your friend go call up, minion. Go call up. Or the feather. No one did. I'm woman about. No one, but you know, what the bomb. Strike the yard off by mistake. And you want to. Hey, what's it? What's it, bra? Me come bra, me come bra. What's that bra? Say bra, now who could me in my baby one? A gason, banta. What that down, minion. I can't go away with you. No chat. What else can you have? Oh, so go. One. We in the job box. You want to your so go. I shan't do it. You
Hello, honorables. Hello. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for your time, and thank you for being here with us today. The Honorable Fifi, thank you so much for your submission. I think what you said was right, and we appreciate for you for that contribution. And the NJC seeks to explain what logic is, simple logic, what it is when it comes to our interpretation of the Constitution. And we want to state that if the Constitution was about simple logic, then we wouldn't need interpretation. We wouldn't need specialists to tell us something which is a simple logic. So please, the NJC doesn't deal with simple logics. We deal with issues that sometimes people come to us, which out of the simple logic, sometimes it still baffles them and they need deeper interpretation. And some of the things that we work with are very complicated sometimes. Hello? Sometimes we have to take our time to really digest things. That is why I didn't respond alone. We have to go back though to think about it and also to digest it before we can come and make a public proclamation. So please, once again, let's be mindful on the floor of Congress what we say because of the work that we do. Thank you. We will proceed with what we were doing. Yesterday, we went through the standing orders of the House, and if you were present, Congress voted on certain issues that needed amendment according to our standing orders. Please, if you have your Constitution, you can move to Appendix 1 again, just for us to go through so that we follow the rules of the constitutional amendment process. Please, according to Article 39, it's direct us to our standing orders, and please, let's go through again. So a speaker shall direct his speech strictly to the motion or amendment under discussion. If no definite motion or amendment before the meeting, the speaker shall direct his speech directly to the point of agenda. To the point of agenda under discussion. Every member shall address the House and the chair appropriately before speaking. No member shall be allowed to speak more than once as long as a member who has not spoken on the subject desires the floor. No member shall speak more than 10 minutes at one time without the permission of the chair. And yesterday, Congress made some amendments in order to benefit what we are doing according to Appendix 1D, which gives us the permission to amend certain to amend certain clauses. The standing orders. I'm sorry for that. So please, what we voted on and Congress agreed. What we suggested and Congress agreed was that when an amendment is being read, we have 1 minute to ponder over it, 1 minute to raise our hands to debate on the amendment. Then we can also, we have 1 minute to also vote for or against the amendment that has been proposed. I think I'm right for this. And other point of order of precedence, which is the point of order, point of correction, point of information also. I think that members are already abreast with it because of time. We have a couple of things that happened yesterday and we want to stress on them. Please, the only way that you can talk on the floor of Congress is by raising your hands and not unmuting yourself when you have not been called. Please, let's take note of that. And restrict yourself to the article that has been reviewed and don't talk about anything else so that and also stay within the appointed time so that we can run faster, please. there is an issue which came up and the NJC took a decision, but in order for us to ensure transparency before Congress, we want to put it before Congress. We want to put it before Congress. I think yesterday we mentioned that 2 months ago. Yes, please, you can lower your hands now. I've seen a question like that. Please, you can lower your hands because a quorum has been formed. The counting has stopped. So please, you can lower your hands if your hands is still up. Yesterday, we mentioned that all members or NEC initiated a process of constitutional review coalition. And through that, we had some reviews. We had a meeting and we thought it wise that yes, let's still give people opportunity. And I think on Sunday on the Congress page, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., the NEC still sent a link if people can still give their suggestions. We didn't receive any suggestion from anyone up to date. Yesterday, before we started, we made a clear statement that we want to restrict ourselves to the document that has been sent, that is the drafted review that has been sent to Congress, because I believe all of us have the document and some of you, or maybe all of you might have read it before coming to debate. This morning, we received some reviews from WUCOM about some proposals that she wants to make. But this is it. The NJC rejected those proposals because of the clear statement that we made yesterday. Number two, because of the review that is already before Congress. And number three, because all deadlines or any other opportunity to submit review has already closed. So we couldn't accept the reviews that WUCOM gave to us. We want to make this known to Congress, and if Congress has anything to say about it, we can say about it, but this is the decision that the NJC took to enhance our work. Because honorables, if we are to accept reviews right now, we have only today and tomorrow to finish this. And let's see the time that we are starting today. Almost one hour, 30 minutes gone. We didn't touch on it, and we are now going to start, and we have more articles to review today. So if you are to receive other reviews from people, that means that we are never going to finish this process within the time that has been given to us. This influenced the decision of the NJC. Thank you. And I don't know, but Congress is the highest decision body, and Congress can agree or disagree to this. I'll open the floor for 1 minute, and anyone who wants to speak on the decision that the NJC took can raise up their hands. After 1 minute, we close and they will debate. If there is the need for a vote, Congress can vote on this decision by the NJC. Thank you. Please, can I be heard?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you are being heard.
Thank you. Please, those whose hands are up, was your hands up already, or you are raising your hands to what has been said? Okay, Honorable, I don't know whether it's my network. Please, whose hands is up? Tech team, can you help me today? My network is not quite stable today. Whose hands is up? Okay, the time is 38. Please, in 1 minute, if you want to speak about the motion, please raise up your hand. In 1 minute.
I need to buy yogurt.
Please, hello. You can mute your mic, Honorable Millicent. Thank you. Please, we have 1 minute to raise your hands to give your suggestion about the NGC's decision. Okay. Honorable Samuel, Honorable Evans, you have the floor. Honorable Evans first, according to what I can see here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So it's quite unfortunate that the Women's Commissioner submitted it and then submitted it late after the deadline. But I would have loved to see maybe some of the contents in the new proposal. Probably some of them will be of significance, and then maybe we could have attached a little seriousness to it. So yes, in as much as Congress earlier on, we have passed a decision not to look at it. Probably if members are preview to some of the things that is coming on board, we will see like a decision to take. So that is my point. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Samuel Wuhan.
Yes, I think that with the kind of proceedings that we are having now, this particular document has gone through several phases where chapter GCs have had their reviews and it has gone to the highest level, which is NJC. So I am of the opinion that in this moment in time, if the NJC within their considerations think that the timing is wrong and they will not rule over it, I think it is fair. However, I am suggesting, also in line with what the earlier speaker just said, that we could make consideration, NJC could reconsider a leeway for that proposal, such that after we have dealt with the core content of this document that is before Congress, because the document is already printed and every member of every delegate has that. After we have dealt with this primary document, NJC could have a review of those proposals and can be presented at another forum before finalization of the entire document that we will call a constitution. If NJC finds those proposals very interesting and critical to the running of the union, I think that an opportunity can be made, but not in parallel or simultaneously as we are dealing with this core document that we have. So I think that the ruling of the NJC is fair, just that I would suggest that NJC could have a look at it and then maybe a different proposal could be given. That's my suggestion.
Thank you very much, Honorable, for your suggestion. So Congress, the decision doesn't lie in NJC, though we took our stance on it. It lies on Congress to either accept, but we can't do anything if a motion is not moved, but we will leave Congress to decide on this matter through Honorable Dennis. Please, you can talk.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. In as much as I think the new proposal might be of importance to the smooth running of the union, I also think that if we should set precedents by accepting this proposal, anyone or any member might also think of going through the constitution and then bringing up new reviews that would lengthen our program and our constitutional review. So if Congress accepted the NJC's yesterday's proposal by deciding that any other review that might come in would not be accepted, I think we should stick strictly to it. But But besides that, I probably, after the review of as the other speakers said, after the review, NJC or Congress might consider looking at other reviews. But for now, let's stick to this document. Let's finish with this document, and probably we can talk about or discuss looking at the other reviews that might come earlier or that might come later. Thank you. So I believe we should stick with NJC's decision.
Okay, thank you. Honorable Francis.
Thank you very much. I support the decision taken by the NJC. And if I have to propose, I will do that for you, because time was set and we want to move forward. We don't want to be dragged backwards, or we don't want to be stuck in the mud. We have a lot to consider. As much as the proposal from the UCOM might be of importance as far as the run of this union is concerned, it came at the wrong time. So we need to move forward. So let's accept whatever has been. Let's put it to motion and move forward from there. Thank you.
So thank you, honorables. Let's put to motion and move forward from there. And I believe Congress has to, in general, have to take a decision about it. And our norm has been to vote about it so that we can collectively say that Congress accepted the decision. So honorables, the NJC chair moves the motion. Let me explain it well for us to understand. We have to vote on this decision as a body, whether, number one, we should leave it whether we should leave it, we should leave the proposal for now and revisit it when Congress has enough time to take into consideration what has been already proposed. Or we should, sorry, please, let me state it well. Whether we should stick to what we have and later consider WUCOM's proposal, or we should bring it into the documents that we have now and consider the decision. Please, honorables, late, I think we are on the floor of Congress. Later means when we are dealt, when we finish with the documents we have right now before us. So later means when we are done with everything and we have time, we can consider WUCOM's proposal. That is, when you are voting for yes, it means that what is before us right now, that is what we are considering. And WUCOM's proposals will be considered later when we have enough time to do that. Then no means that we should still consider WUCOM's proposal and redraft our review, bringing into the new the review that we have now, WUCOM's proposal. Yeah, please. Tech team, please, are you ready for Honorable Dennis? Is your hand still up? Honorable Dennis. Okay. Tech team, please, are you ready? Tech team, please, can you drop the voting? Please drop it. Sorry, honorables. Sorry for the mistake. Sorry. Anyone in Congress to support or to second the motion before we vote? Sorry for that, honorable. Escape me. Sorry. Anyone to second?
I, Dennis Aqua, move the motion to. Hello.
Yeah, you can go ahead, please.
I, Dennis Aqua, second the motion that we stick to NJC's decision, and if there's time, we can later look at the Honorable Wukom's review. Thanks.
Okay, honorables, thank you. This voting that we are voting is in line with Congress taking a decision. So Congress takes decision by a majority vote. Thank you. So voting can start now. Tech team. Sorry for that, tech team. I'm sorry. I know you have to clean your data and restart it. Sorry for that.
Mr. Chairman, my hand is up. I don't know if I'll be permitted to say something briefly.
I think a motion has been seconded. Are you giving a counter motion?
Yes. Yes, well, something, yes, a counter motion of that sort.
Okay, tech team, sorry for this. Let's pull it down again and hear Honorable Evans. Sorry, tech team. Honorable Evans, you can go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, my concern is that the motion, if possible, should be whether we are accepting it now or we wouldn't accept it again. Like, my only concern is that there wouldn't be any later, because already we don't have time. And so if we commit ourselves to bring something like later, it will be like, because I don't see the possibility of we having time. So the motion to I think it should be either we should consider WUCOM's proposal or we shouldn't consider the new proposal. So that is what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you, Honorable, for your submission. Honorable Dennis, you're on the floor.
Please, I second the Honorable who just spoke his motion. That we either accept it or reject it.
Okay. Okay. Let me give my decision to this. Listen to Congress debate about this. One of the important things that stood out to me was maybe the content of WUCOM's submissions would, in a way, help in the amendment of our constitution if considered later. So if we have enough time, and Honorable mentioned that maybe we will not get enough time, I think maybe too we will get enough time if congressmen and women change our conduct of attending. Hello, Honorable Dennis, please, I'm on the floor. Of attending Congress. If we come on time and we are able to debate on time and go through the process, maybe we will get time for that. So I side with what you're saying, but I'm also taking it from another perspective. Maybe the content, as one of the honorables said, would be important if we consider the reviews later, but it's still up to Congress to decide what we can do. It's still up to Congress. Thank you. So honorables, what do you still decide? Because we have two counter motions right now, and we were about to vote on a motion. We have two counter motions right now. Honorable Evans, you can go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, thank you once again. I think one honorable, like Samuel, said something that we accepting it is not accepting the content in the proposal, but we accepting to make time to debate it. So that is what I mean by we accepting that, okay, we will make time. And I believe that if we think that there could be something of importance in the proposal that we are bringing, then it will be very good for us to like consider it. But as we rightly said earlier on, that we are already taking a decision. My major point has to do with the later, because I don't want us to put ourselves in a situation whereby we wouldn't be able to come back, and it will be like we may end up postponing, let's say, other activities like voting or other things because of that. And so I will really suggest to Congress that we should make a decision that, okay, we think that we should make room for WUCOM's thing, so we should accept it now, or we should reject it and never come to it again. Other than that, it will delay in a lot of things like voting, vetting activities, because I don't see how we will finish with this. If we are supposed to accept WUCOM's proposal, I don't see how we will finish with this constitution review tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay. Honorable Samuel Wuhan, please, you can go ahead. You are the last person, please, Honorable Samuel Wuhan. Then we go ahead to vote.
Yes, I think this matter under discussion is probably taking a bit of our time, because we have not really gone into the core matters that we were supposed to discuss today. And we were all, just as one of the speakers said, we were all given the opportunity through the chapters to present our suggestions and everything. It has gone through the process. This document before us has gone through a lot of procedures till now. So I suggested of the later because of lack of knowing what is inside that proposal that she submitted. However, based on one of the suggestions from one of the members of the honorables that just spoke, I think that it should just be a yes or no. And I think that even putting it before us to discuss is even a problem. I think that we were not even supposed to even discuss this at all in the first place, because already a ruling has been given yesterday, and that ruling was to the effect that no suggestion in relation to amendment is going to be considered. So I think that, Honorable Chair, this matter as at now, because of time, let's revisit the ruling that was passed yesterday. We stick to that ruling, and then we proceed. Because this is the core document that we have. So let's stick to it as of now, because I think we are going back and forth with this thing, and our time is running out. Wome or GDN or CDN or whichever it is, we don't have time. So let's just drop this, because one, it has not gone through the process. NJC has not gotten the time to have a critical look at it. And it may also look like trying to pass a document through the back door into this whole discussion. So I think that to save all of us our time and all the hassle and the ups and downs, let's just stick to the ruling of yesterday, as one of the honorable members suggested, and then we move. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. Now it's time to vote. The motion before the House is now it's an accept and a reject, according to what we've all said. Please, the motion before the House, A, if you vote yes, it means we are accepting Honorable WUCOM's reviews. If you vote no, we are rejecting it outrightly from the House of Congress, according to the debate. So the motion is right now before the House. Yes, we are accepting, and no, we are rejecting. Any seconder to this motion? Honorable Samuel Wuhan.
Yes, I, Samuel from Wuhan, second this motion.
Thank you. Tech team, please, you can display the please remember, yes is accepting what WUCOM submitted to us, no is Congress is rejecting.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, please.
Permission to say something. The technical team would want to.
Is going on?
Yes, it's in relation.
Okay.
We would want to take the co-host from all the block members and the other
members with the co-host access so that they will be able to vote in order to ensure fair voting.
You can go ahead.
Thank you,
You
sir.
can go ahead, please. Thank you.
Honorable Chair.
Yes, please.
Please, the LOC do not have voting rights unless probably a member is an executive, a national executive, or it's a delegate, or it's a member of a committee. But if an LOC member is just an ordinary member, he or she does not have a voting right. Please, if the technical team will be aware of that, I'll be happy. Please draw the attention to that.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I think the polls have been made available. Yes is 49 and no is 51. According to our constitution, we are voting on a decision and majority carries the vote. So Congress reject the proposal from the National Women Commissioner. Thank you, House. Now let's go straight into, please, is someone talking? No. Let's go straight into our reviews. Thank you. Honorable SG, you can display the, now, yesterday we read Article 2. Article 2, moving to Article 3 of our Constitution. Please, if you have your review or your Constitution, you can open it and we read together. Article 2, Honorable SG. Sorry, right now on Article 3, sorry. Good. So Article 3, Clause 1, or Article 3, nature, the name and the nature. So Clause 1, the union shall be known and called as the National Union of Ghana Students China, hereinafter referred to as NUGS-CHINA. And the suggestion was, the Constitution does not state any relationship between NUGS-Ghana and NUGS-CHINA. Therefore, it was suggested that the exact relationship between NUGS-Ghana and NUGS-CHINA should be clearly stated in the Constitution. I think yesterday we debated on this partly, but in relation to the name of the Congress, we will also open up debate for this. So the review is that the Constitution does not state clearly any relationship between NUGS-Ghana and NUGS-CHINA. Therefore, it was suggested that the exact relationship between NUGS-Ghana and NUGS-CHINA should be clearly stated in the Constitution. Please, we have 1 minute to ponder over this. After 1 minute, we raise our hands for debate. Thank you. It starts now.
Hello, everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about SNT.
Please remember to mute your mic, Honorable Johnson, Beijing. Thank you. Okay, so the 1 minute is over. Please, if you want to debate about this, you can raise your hand in the next 1 minute, please. Let's be fast because of our time. Hello, can I be heard?
Yes, you are being heard.
Oh, thank you. You can raise your hand if you want to debate or talk on this submission or suggestion. Hello, Congress. And I DJ Nimbonyum.
I'm ready. I
think,
okay.
I think, Honorable Sam, the
yes,
time
please.
Can we get them raise their hands to?
Yes, yes. That is
yes.
actually what I was calling for, but no one is really talking.
Or if nobody is talking about it, what do we do?
Honorables. Hello. Okay, so someone has written, we are NUGS-CHINA under the umbrella of NUGS-Ghana. What other relationships should be there? This should be rejected. That is Honorable Francis Chanchun. Okay, in the absence of any review, okay, Honorable Samuel. Honorable Samuel can go ahead.
Yes. I think that this particular motion, this particular article has a very close resemblance to the one that we kind of suspended yesterday. I am tempted to think that the relationship could clearly be defined in terms of how we get the union registered. As things stand now, I think that we cannot consider ourselves as a subsidiary of NUGS-Ghana. We are not. And so long as the union has not been registered in itself, I think it's difficult to actually tell. The only relationship I can draw is that we are both students and we are both Ghanaians. Aside that, in terms of the umbrella union, I currently cannot find the relationship that this particular motion is trying to draw.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Samuel. Honorable Evans will be the last person. Honorable Muhyiddin, please. Honorable Evans, you can go ahead. You'll be the last person, then we take a vote. Honorable Evans, we can't hear you.
Okay, so what I would like to say is exactly what Honorable Samuel has said. So if Honorable Muhyiddin would like to talk, maybe we can give it to him.
Thank you. Honorable Muhyiddin, you can go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, the chairman. Actually, what I also want to add to this review is that if you look at the Constitution, or if you look at the word NUGS, National Union of Ghana Students, even when you go back home, when you are in Ghana, all the universities have got NUGS in each of the campuses, and these particular National Union of Ghana Students is a body of students that have come together to deliberate on issues that concerns them, and then that has to represent the students in higher decision making. So the relationship I draw here is that we all have a name that, that is Ghana, Ghanaian students. That is enough relationship that exists. However, because we are not in Ghana, there are some laws of Ghana that doesn't affect us. It's only laws in China that affects us. That's the reason why it is even difficult for us to register it in China, because they have their way of handling issues. If it were to be in Ghana by now, it should have been registered. So what I want to say is that you will realize that the kind of laws that is governing the association here makes the association to be autonomous. For that matter, NUGS Ghana cannot have an influence on NUGS China because we do not use the laws of China to influence Ghana to influence our work. Rather, we use the laws of China to influence our work. That is the reason why we cannot link the two together. That is my submission.
Thank you, Honorable Mohideen. Just to move straight. Okay, thank you, Honorable Pius Anhui also says the decision, any decision taken by NUGS Ghana doesn't affect us and therefore has to be rejected. Now, Honorables, to be very snappy, now the motion before the House is for us to accept or reject this review. When you vote yes, you are accepting it. And when you vote no, you are rejecting it. Now we're going by Article 38 cross 4 of 2/3 majority vote. So please, let's bear that in mind. So tech team, yes is accept, no is reject. Any seconder to this motion? Honorable Samuel, are you seconding? I see your hand up. Okay, Honorable Buama Jenjo, please can you unmute yourself and second verbally so that it's not like I'm the only person seeing it. Honorable Buama Jenjo.
Yes, Mr. Chair, the House, I second the motion for the vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, yes is you are accepting the review. No is we are rejecting it. Yes, accept. No, reject. Thank you. Tech team, if you are ready. Okay, I think the results have been shared. Congress, we have 67 and 33. Is it up to what we should have?
I think so.
Is it up to Honorable SG? Please, can you help us?
Yes.
Yeah, up to.
Okay, thank you. Now let's move to the next one. Okay, NUGS-CHINA, that is, sorry, I'm kind of missing something here. Sorry, honorables. Okay, name and nature. Okay, good. Clause 2, NUGS-CHINA shall be an apolitical or sociocultural nature, shall be of an apolitical or sociocultural nature. It shall, as far as possible, use dialogue as a means of achieving any end. Now the review. Consider including academic to the nature of the union to reflect the aim or goal of the union. Another suggested review is in line with clause 3. Good. So the following clauses should be added to clause 3. So clause 3 says, for the avoidance of doubt, no member shall transfer any culture, political interest into the affairs of the union. I think these are clauses that the honorable who suggested this review proposed to Congress, that maybe, because if you look in the original document, we only have 2 clauses for that, right? We only have 2 clauses under Article 3. But the honorable member suggested if we could add 2 other clauses as clause 3 and clause 4, so we can take a critical look at them again. So our article, the second clause says, NUGS-CHINA shall be of an apolitical and sociocultural nature. It shall, as far as possible, use dialogue as a means of achieving any end. Then the review, include academic to the nature of the union to reflect the aim or the goal of the union. Then suggested reviews or review suggestions. The following clauses should be added to Article 3. Clause 3, for the avoidance of doubt, no member shall transfer any culture, political interest into the affairs of the union. Clause 4, any member found liable of clause 3 shall be subject to the decisions of the NJC. I'll leave the House to debate about this. Then if the NJC also, if there is time, the chairman will also have something to say about this, but I'll first of all give honorable members the opportunity. Honorable Pius, your hand is up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a quick suggestion I want to make regarding the clause 3. For the avoidance of doubt, no member shall transfer any culture. I think the aim of the union seek to be apolitical and social culture nature. So if it is social culture nature, why this time around not transferring any culture? Political is accepted, but why not any culture? I think there are 2 contradictions here and it needs to be checked. Thank you.
Thank you. I think you are so quick. I thought you had something to say about the previous one, but thank you for your submission. So, honorables,
for the previous one regarding the academic nature, I think we have to me personally, it should be accepted. That is the core mandate of NUGS. It should be academic, so we need to accept that review.
Actually, we are considering the whole suggestions because they all come under clause 2. So we are considering the whole thing because of time, because please. We are considering the whole thing. Honorables, you have few seconds to go through because Honorable Pius also sharp to come in the 1 minute. Okay, Honorables, if you have something to say about this, you can raise up your hand. Please. We should consider academic to the nature of the union to reflect the aim and the goal of the union. And the Honorable is also suggesting we insert other 2 clauses. For the avoidance of doubt, no member shall transfer cultural, political interest into the affairs of the union. Any member found liable of clause 3 shall be subject to decisions of the NJC. Okay, I see Honorable Confidence. Please, any other? so that I can pick them and only those who will debate. 30 seconds more, please. I can see Honorable Francis too. Hello, Congress. Are we here? Well, some are sleeping.
We are not sleeping, we are here.
Thank you. Okay. Honorable, time is up. Honorable Confidence and Honorable Francis. Honorable Confidence first.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think my suggestion will be on the clauses that have been raised. I'm okay with the academic part, but my concern is with the clauses. I think the clause 2, which says apolitical, means we are not political, so we are not associated with these politics. So it takes care of the point that is made in clause 3. Socioculture, we cannot, the clause is saying, the proposed clause is saying, for the avoidance of doubt, no member shall transfer any cultural, is it trying to say the culture we practice back home, we can transfer it and practice or educate ourselves within the context of NUGS over here? So I think the clause 3 and 4 doesn't really, it's already taken care of by clause 2. So if it is adding for the avoidance of that, no member shall transfer any political interest as a further explanation to clause 2, if we are adding that, only that sentence to explain further clause 2, then that is okay. But to separate it, we'll be repeating the same thing in clause 2, in clause 3. And taking that 3 out, I think the 4 will also not be needed here. But I'm okay with the academic suggestion that is made. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Confidence. Honorable Francis.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I agree with Honorable Confidence on the clause 3 and the explanation you're giving, but my concern is that the name of the association is National Union of Ghana Students. By word student itself sound academical than instead of bringing academic in. What are students do? Students in general, what do? We are more concerned with academic. So when you say Ghana Student Union, we are more of a student who engage in academic work. So I bet to differ why we need to incorporate academic into it again. Wouldn't it be a repetition of somebody put repetition of, because the word student itself sound academic. What does student do? It's just like a Ghanaian community in China. You know, this community in China, they did another thing. Some of them are traders, some of them are here with their family. They are different. So it's just like telling them that they should incorporate or Ghanaian community businessmen in China. So that is my concern. For me, I think that as a standard, the name student itself, it's enough to say that we are engaged in academic exercise here than trying to bring students into it again. So that is my concern. But with what I've been explained by Honorable Confidence on the 3rd and 4th, I also go with that. But my concern has to be with why we need to put in academic again. Wouldn't to be repetition of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Honorable Dennis, I saw your hand up and you went down again.
Yeah, Honorable Chair, I think the speaker who just spoke my mind on the clause 3 and clause 4, as well as the academic, his position on the academic in the review clause. I agree with him that we do not need to write we do not need to state the academic in the clause, since the name of the union already explains it. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Okay, Honorable Confidence, I think, do you have something to say else, or I think you've already made your point, maybe you didn't lower your hands, I think so. Okay, Honorables, because of time, let's move straight into our voting. We've heard the Honorables. Now what stands out is that the clause 3 and the clause 4 suggested, let me get this right. Okay, now we have 2 motions now because of how it's going to be, but we will have 2 motions right now. The first motion is, should Congress accept academic into the clause 2 or reject academic from the clause 2. Please, let's hear it again. That is the first motion, which you are going to vote on now. The first one is, should we accept academic into clause 2 or reject academic into clause 2? Please, do we get it? Is it clear? Before I look for someone seconds, please, is it clear enough?
Yes, it's clear.
Please come again.
Thank you.
Please come again.
Now we have, first suggestion was about academic, then we have clause 3 and clause 4, but we are dealing with them one by one. The first motion is Congress is number 1, either accepting academic into clause 2 of our clause 2 of article, I think article 2, if I'm right, or article 3. Sorry.
Article 2.
Article 2, right? Yeah,
Yes.
article 2. Sorry, yeah. Please, no, honorable is article 3. It's chapter 2.
Oh, sorry, article 3, clause 2.
Yeah. Are we accepting academic into article 3, clause 2, or we are rejecting academic from article 3, clause 2 of our constitution? That's the first motion. Any seconder to this motion?
I second the motion.
Thank you. Honorables, if you vote yes, it's accept. If you vote no, it's reject. Thank you. Honorable Isha? Okay, your hand is down. Yes means you are accepting academic, no means you are rejecting academic. Please, let's bear that in mind. Oh, okay, Honorable Isha, thank you. Thank you. Okay. We have 55% accept, 45% reject. Honorable SG, help us. And Congress, to test. Okay, I think yes doesn't constitute two-thirds, and please, Congress is before us. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. Okay, to err is human. Two-thirds doesn't constitute the yes, and no two doesn't have the two-thirds. Am I right? Honorable members, please, are you here? Hello, can I be heard?
Yes,
Yes,
two-thirds
yes,
has
yes.
not
Yeah.
has not been obtained or attained.
So let's open the floor again for debate. Maybe members, but I'm surprised. Many of us are very quiet. Can we debate so that we can help Congress to also take decision? Okay. I'll open the floor for the next 1 minute for debate. What do you think about this submission? Because we don't have any decision to make now as to accepting or rejecting. Honorables, please, if you have any view, you raise up your hand and we really debate on this. I think it's very important to many of us here. Honorable Joseph, please, you are on. Thank you.
Okay. I believe in adding the academic to that section because it wouldn't be as like it's being repeated, but it would create emphasis on, the name suggests we are student body, so our dealings are in the academic arena, but putting it there also emphasize further that is there, because as students, everything looks organized. It's not on academics. Some of them are about social and other stuff. So keeping the academic nature in that part would further emphasize what the organization or the union is about. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Keeping the academic will emphasize what the union is about. Honorable Buama, Genjo.
Yes, Mr. Chair of the House. I believe this it's a very important decision for us to take or to make concerning Congress and concerning NUGS-CHINA in a whole. NUGS, we all would know and believe that it's their students, and probably academics should be number one. So I believe that when we look deeper into this, especially with the clause of political interest and all that, should be eliminated. Even though yes couldn't achieve the highest or the maximum which it's supposed to achieve, or no also couldn't achieve the highest which it also couldn't achieve. I believe all of us, with the main aim, your purpose of joining NUGS, is it politically or it's academia? To me, my humble suggestion and my humble opinion is from our previous honorable, academia should be on it to benefit all of us. If academia is key, we'll be able to change our country, we'll be able to change so many things in order. Political interest, if any of you, the national executives, the committee is not affiliated to any political party, although each and every one of us here belongs to one political party or not, we shouldn't vote national executives into power just because they belong to a certain political party, and we know. I think this clause should also be added. My humble opinion, that if we look into these two, academia and then the transfer of political interest, it will be better, and this would help all of us. My humble opinion, I stand to be corrected. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Buama. That was a very sound presentation. You and I will believe that we are here because of academics, but not for any political interest. And what everything that we are doing is still about academics. Now, the bottom line is, should we insert it, or should we insert it into our constitution to define our nature according to Article 3, Clause 2? We will give Congress the chance to vote the second time. And if decision is not reached, I think that maybe we have to go back, move on to the others, go back and think about it, and maybe tomorrow we can come back to this article and members would have thought about it to know their final decision or something. But yeah, I think let's vote one more time and see if others will change their mind or they will still maintain their decision. I think this is a tough one. Okay, so honorables, the motion before the House again. Yes, are we accepting academic into the nature of the union? Or no, we are rejecting academic, the word academic, into the nature of the union? Any seconder to this motion?
Honorable Chair, into the nature or into the name and nature?
The name and nature, sorry.
I think you should state the clause and the article, then we know which one you are talking about.
Okay.
Into Article 3, Clause 2.
Okay. So, honorables, thank you, Honorable Dennis. Honorable House, or the House, the motion before the House is to, yes, accept academic into Article 3, Clause 2, or no, reject academic from Article 3, Clause 2. Please, is it clear now?
Honorable Chair, my hand has been up for a while. I just want to make this little submission.
Honorable, I think hello, Honorable Boama, please, order. I think we close for submissions. Let Congress go ahead and vote because of time, please. Thank you.
Yes, it is still based on the voting.
Yeah. Yes, but we already voted yes and no, so I think that is already before the House. So please, an amendment or anything maybe would really not. So please let Congress go ahead and vote because of time. Thank you, Honorable Boama. Honorable Tech Team, please, are you ready? But sorry, any seconder to this? Honorable Tech Team, sorry. Any seconder to this motion before we vote?
I second this motion.
Oh. Honorable Yisha, please, you have the floor. Let me give her the opportunity.
I, Abubakar Aisha from Chanjo chapter, second the motion.
Thank you. Tech Team, you can go ahead. Olivia Xian, please, were you seconding the motion or?
I'm sorry, but I was having challenges voting. It left, so I actually assumed that there was a mistake. That's why I raised my hand. But I guess it's back now, so it's okay.
Thank you. Honorable, so let's remember, yes is accept, no is reject. Oh, wow. Okay, Tech Team, thank you. Please, can we all see the results on the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, 67%, 33%. Honorable SG.
Yes, please. We are good
Great.
to go.
We are good to go means we've achieved what we should
Yes.
achieve. Okay. So, honorable members, Congress accepts that the word academic should be inserted into Article 3, Clause 2. Okay, I have a question for the House since this is the first one to be accepted. Where should it be put? NUGS-CHINA should it come before apolitical and sociocultural in nature, or where should it be put? I think we have to discuss this since the final document will also be made available to Congress. So where should it be inserted? Should it be the first option? It should come after apolitical, or where should we put it? I think this is also significant. Honorables, you can raise your hand if you want to talk, and you have the floor. Where should we put it? I think this one will be according to reflect what should be in Article 3, which talks about the name and nature. Okay, Honorable, let me give Honorable Pius the opportunity. Honorable Pius.
Yes, it should be inserted at first before apolitical and social culture. So it should be first. Academic is supposed to be first. That's a prior aim. That's the Clause 2. NUGS-CHINA shall be of academic first before an apolitical and social culture nature.
Okay. Honorable Joseph, you have the floor.
I think I was second with a second Honorable Pius from Anhui. It's coming before the apolitical and social culture nature.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Honorables, Honorable Clement, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I would not think, but I would rather say I strongly second to the earlier submissions. I would also second to the earlier submissions, strongly second to them. Academic being first, then the political and social cultural nature follows duly. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorables, because only 3 members have spoken and the whole Congress have to make a decision, I move the motion that we put this also to vote so that it will be a collective decision by Congress. So tech team, get ready. Now, we are voting a yes or a no for this, and the yes is academic should be first, and no is academic shouldn't be first. Any seconder to this motion?
Honorable JC, please, my hands are up. I don't know if...
Okay, you can go ahead, please.
I, Clement Eniobing, a delegate from NUGS chapter, do hereby second to the motion that has been raised by the chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorables, Honorable, please, as I mentioned earlier, let us be a little bit on low key. Let me use that word on some of our comments, okay? Maybe some other members might think it shouldn't be first, so that's why we are putting it to. So please, yeah. Honorable Tech Team, please, are you ready? I know you just put down one data, so it will take some time. Okay, thank you, Honorable Tech Team. So yes means it should be first, no means it shouldn't.
Yeah,
Tech team, have you displayed the results? Oh, okay. 93.2%, 6.8%. Honorable SG and Congress, please, have we achieved what is supposed to be achieved? Are we good to go?
Yes, please.
Thank you. According to the 33rd Congress of NUGS-CHINA, Article 3, Clause 2 will be read as NUGS-CHINA shall be of an academic, apolitical, and sociocultural nature. It shall, as far as possible, use dialogue as a means of achieving any end. Thank you. Now, the other reviews were Article 3 and Article 4, and debate have already been made about it, and most of the debates suggested we should reject them because they are already in the Constitution and it shouldn't be added again, according to, if I'm right, what the debate that went on. Honorables, is for us to vote on these articles to make our final decision. Should we accept or reject them as Congress? So, Tech Team, I don't know if you're ready. Now, I'll move the motion. The motion is Congress is accepting Clause 3 and Clause 4. That is, if you vote yes, you are accepting Clause 3 and Clause 4 suggested by the Honorable Member. No, Congress is rejecting Clause 3 and Clause 4 suggested by the Honorable Member. Any seconder to this motion? Please, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
We can hear you, Pana. We can hear you, Pana.
We can hear you, please.
Munkasa me ho ana se me nko ana me hyede mu ha intia.
Okay. Honorable Chair, I second the motion that we vote on either reject or accept.
Thank you. Honorable Tech Team.
Recording in progress.
Honorable Chair, please, may
Yes,
I say something? May I say something before we move on? I'm also looking at the article critically from another angle. If you are to go for this very article, that is Clause 3, with avoidance of any doubt, no member shall transfer any culture or political interest into the affairs of the union. Can we add religious affairs to it?
Okay, Honorable, to answer that, it wasn't part of the review and the comment, and the document before Congress.
Okay.
So, yeah, it has been debated actually, and that is why we are taking a vote on that. So we don't want to go and even think of another thing and add, because this clause that has been suggested is already under debate on the floor of Congress, whether to accept it or reject it. So we don't even want to add anything again to it.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, Tech Team, are you ready? Thank you. So remember, yes is we are accepting Clause 3 and Clause 4, and no is we are rejecting Clause 3 and Clause 4. Yes, accept, no, reject. Tech Team, if the results are ready, you let us know, and SG, you help us check. Okay, 61%, 39%.
No, please. On, the chair, please. I would like to say something.
Okay.
Okay. Please, can the tech team make the options accept or reject instead of yes or no? Because sometimes I get confused. Which one is the yes? Which one is the no?
Okay, thank you, Honorable SG. I think yesterday I asked the tech team. Okay, thank you. Let's inquire from them. Honorable Benny. Honorable Benny, are you here?
Mr. Chair.
Vice President. Yeah.
Mr. Chair.
Honorable.
Yeah, we can do that, but that means we have to, we will need some time to edit it. So if you can permit us, maybe like 5 minutes or less.
Honorable Chair.
5 minutes.
Yes, please.
May I suggest that let's finish this whilst we are on other matters. You can be doing the editing on subsequent ones.
Yeah, but okay, Honorables, what I'm actually thinking is, sometimes it's about accept and reject, and it will take time for the the technical team to really change some of this. As he said, if it will take 5 minutes for them to change from yes or no to accept and reject, it will take another 5 minutes for them to change from accept and reject to yes and no. That means that it's going to prolong our voting process. So I would plead with congressmen and women, if we can listen to the motion, okay, please listen to it so that we also help the technical team, because it will take time for them to do this. Yesterday we tried, but we saw that it will really take time. Honorable Dennis, your hand is up.
Honorable Chair, I also agree with the Honorable SG that if the tech team can change it, please allow them to do it, because at least when we are having a debate on a review, they can use that time to change it, because we spend almost more than 5 minutes on a review. I mean, a debate on a review. So please, if it's possible, during a debate, they can as well be editing the system. So please, because I also get confused with the yes or no.
Okay, Honorable. Honorable Michael Sechi, you said a point of information. Please, what information is that? You can let us know.
Mr. Speaker, Chair the House. I want to buttress or add up to what the one Honorable said on clause 3, that we should add the religious distance. Since now the clause 3 and clause 4 has been accepted, so if we can deliberate on it, that there should be an addition of the religious interest, or there should not, so that we can move forward, because I second my honorable man for saying that. Thank you.
Okay, Honorable Michael Sechi,
Honorable
I think
Chair.
a point of correction.
Honorable Chair.
Yeah, please, I'm on the floor, please.
Okay.
A point of correction, Honorable Sechi. Congress hasn't accepted clause 3 and clause 4. And we also mentioned that it is a review which has been already debated on, and Congress was to vote. And therefore, no other option could be included in the review that has been suggested. So that was the ruling on that suggestion from the honorable member. Thank you. Tech team, please, Honorable Dennis, you said a point of information. Honorable Dennis, you can go ahead.
What the honorable member just said about adding the religious to the clause 3 that we just voted on, I believe that statement should rather be added to the clause 2. It shouldn't be a clause, but then it should be part of the clause 2. That is, if if Congress will consider that review. But then it shouldn't be a clause, but then it should be part of Article 3, Clause 2.
You can pull it down. Honorable Tech Team, you can pull it down. Honorables, if you understood the ruling that was made, this religion has not been suggested. It's not before the House. You can cross-check from your document of the reviews. The religion is not before the House for us to even consider it as part of the review. So that, and Congress has already ruled that we are restricting ourselves to what is before the House. And when I go through, I don't see any religion. It's about culture and political interest. So that was the ruling. Yes, please. So religion wasn't part of the suggested reviews at all. That's why we said we can't vote on even religion, because it's not in clause 3, neither is it in clause 4. That was suggested by the honorable member. Thank you. Honorable Clement, is your hand up, or you
it is really up. It is really up.
Honorable, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I believe you made us understand from yesterday that Congress is the highest decision body so far as per our current constitution, and then we are here to make decisions on and review this constitution of ours to which it governs us. And then I understand that these reviews have been submitted and that we are reflecting on the suggestions to which have been tabled before us. But I believe as these suggestions have been given and we read through and we have certain add-ons to which we can easily add to it to amend it, as we rightly said from yesterday, it takes 5 years for us to review this constitution, although we are still reviewing it now. And we may get there and either reduce the year or increase the year or maintain the year. In my own opinion, if it would be, I believe the House, this very House, this Congress House can actually agree that we can add the religious aspect to it, because if culture has been inculcated in here and political interest has been inculcated in here, the other aspect of life is religion. I think it should be also highlighted so that in the nearest future, if let's say the president of this honorable union is an Anglican and wants to impose Anglicanism upon members because it is not tabled or tabled in the constitution, the president can do that, or any member can do that, and I believe it wouldn't be right in its own direction. So I would plead on your office so we actually have something to do around it, that we highlight it in any of these areas so we can move forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorables. Honorable Dennis, I think according to our standing orders, this is in line with the same subject matter, so you can't talk more than once when others have not talked. Yes, please. Please, Honorable Muhyiddin, I'm on the floor. Honorables, this is a very crucial matter which we have to consider. And I'll ask Congress a question. The thing is, the honorable member suggested clause 3 and clause 4. Now today, if I'm right, someone suggested that we should, as part of culture and political interest, we should insert religion. And the ruling was that we can't insert, Congress can't insert religion into a review, which has already been debated on. And most of the debate was that this clause 3 and clause 4 are already in the Constitution and therefore should be rejected. So the honorable member came up that we should insert religion into clauses which has been debated on the floor of Congress, that it should be rejected. Number 2, reviews are over, and Congress and no one suggested that we should insert reviews. We should insert reviews in Article 3, Clause 2. Article 3, Clause 2. So I'm asking Congress a question. Is Congress suggesting a new review in Article 3, Clause 2? Because this was a suggestion from an honorable member, which was rejected on the floor of debate by most of the submissions that were made, and you and I were privy to listening them. So if members are suggesting that we should include religion, and therefore Congress is the highest decision body, is Congress proposing a new review in Article 3, Clause 2? Please help me understand that so that I know that this is what is being brought by Congress. Because I think we were ready to vote, but I don't know.
Honorable Chair.
Yeah. Honorable Confidence, please, you can go ahead.
Mr. Chair, sorry, before the next speaker comes in, the tech team, we are done editing the options. So if we can try and see if that's what congressmen and women want.
Okay, okay, to help the tech team, let's try it now so that they can also prepare it and see if it was successful. So you can just take any one of them. We are not really voting on anything. So you can take and they will know whether they were able to collect the results.
I'm getting failed to submit.
Okay. Tech team, were you able to record it in the database as, did you have any problems? Because I can see the results.
The honorable member who had failed, I think he voted when we ended the poll. So I don't know if that's the reason. But if the other members were able to vote, then I think we are good to go.
Okay. But do you have results at least for that, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, tech team, so you can clean it and you get ready for us. Okay, Honorable Confidence, please, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Chair. Please, a quick one. I think we shouldn't open review. We might be opening the doors for immediately we open review, which means people are likely to also bring up suggestions in areas that were not reviews did not come up for, because immediately we open the window for this one, which means we are allowing the possibility of reviewing other parts where comments were not raised. So in my opinion, I think let's stick to the reviews that have come in, because a window time period was given, people submitted. So if we had that suggestion, we could have brought it up before the review closed. Since the review has closed, then we are now working on only the reviews that have come in. I think we should stick to what we gave ourselves, that is going by the suggestions that have already been provided. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Confidence. Honorable Sami Hanjo.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, please.
Okay. I think I'll also agree with Honorable Confidence. As soon as we open this window, we will be tempted, to bring other suggestions or even probably modify some existing motions that we have passed. And besides, I think when I talk about religion, it is also part of culture. So unless I'm wrong, I think religion is part of culture, so we can maintain it without even reviewing it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable Muhyiddin, please have you put your hand down? Because I saw your hand down. Oh, sorry, I saw your hand
Yes,
down.
I put my hands down. I have put my hands down because your eye didn't catch me.
Okay. You can have the floor. I'm sorry. Please, you can have the floor.
Well, if I had come in earlier, all this debate wouldn't have come, because by the constitution, the person who said it was point of information was not an information, because the motion was about to reject and then to accept. You understand? That was the immediate motion before we went for the voting. So when he brought point of information and then you allowed him to bring the issue of religion, that is where the whole thing started again. So I wanted to draw your attention to the fact that it was not point of information, and it was not even needed at that point, because that was not the immediate subject under discussion. And point of information normally talks about subject under immediate discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was exactly what I mentioned to the Honorable, that it wasn't even part of what we were discussing at that moment. Honorable Clement, I think it's the same subject matter you've already spoken, so you cannot be given opportunity to speak according to our standing orders.
Honorable Chair, my hands are down. I don't know why my hands are down. Oh, they are down.
Okay. Honorable, hello. Going by the ruling that has already happened on the floor of Congress, even to Honorable Wukom's case, who submitted a review today, and for that matter, we couldn't accept her review, neither did we even look at it. The chair rules that we cannot accept any more reviews again now. And that wasn't the point of discussion on the floor of Congress. And therefore, we cannot accept religion either inserted in either Article 3 or even Article 2, sorry, Clause 3 or Clause 3 of what has been proposed, and even the Clause 2 that we are still working on. We can't do that because Congress has already agreed on a case of not accepting the proposed amendment even by the Women Commissioner. Thank you. Tech team, please, are you ready for us? Okay, so honorables, 1 minute. You accept the motion to accept Clause 3 and Clause 4, and you reject the motion. You reject Clause 3 and Clause 4.
Honorable Chair, please, I would demand a little bit. Please let the Honorable pan the I can't say, is it PDF? On pan PDF, no cost look at my name to make kind close for you, man. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. But that's it. God bless you. God bless you.
What is happening? You don't want us to move on or what?
Yeah, cool, yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
Okay, announcement for the House. I received a notification from, announcement from the LOC that we are closing at 10:30. So Congress, please, we are closing at 10:30. And yeah, thank you. Honorables, we've still not reached a decision yet. I'm seeing something in the page, in the chat group. Honorable Tech Team, thank you. It is time. Okay. I think Honorable Dennis is waiting for what some will say, but I will not talk.
Oh no, some says good things. So I think we should wait for some.
Okay. Honorable, it's okay. I'll go by the LOC's time. Thank you. Honorables, honorables, we still have an issue before us, whether to accept clause 3 or clause 4. Now we will go by it one by one. Okay, we will go by it one by one, and I think that will help the process. Honorables, I move the motion that we vote on these options one by one so that we know which one Congress doesn't really agree on and which one that Congress agrees on. Because all the points that were raised are not even in any of this. And according to the debate, Congress pointed out that these two clauses are already in the Constitution. For no avoidance of doubt, no member shall transfer any political or any cultural or political interest into the affairs of the union. I think that is already in Article 3, Clause 2. And Article 4, any member liable of these clauses shall be subjected to the decisions of the NGC. And I think this is the practice of the union. So I think let's vote on it one by one so that we know which one is really creating the contention. So I, Samuel Oposudo, now move the motion for Congress to vote on Article 4 separately and Article 3 separately. Any seconder to this motion?
Hi, Honorable Clement. Any opinion?
Victor.
Confusion has come.
Okay, Honorable Clement, you can go ahead.
I, Honorable Clement, any opinion, do hereby second to the said motion to which the chair has proposed. Thank you.
Thank you. We are starting with
Article 4.
Dennis
Akwa, counter the motion that we vote on both clause 3 and clause 4.
Okay. According to our constitution, if there is a counter motion, we give honorable members the opportunity to talk on the motion before we vote in our standing orders. Thank you. Honorable Dennis. Okay, please, if you want to talk about the motion in the next 1 minute, you can raise your hand so that we go by our standing orders. If you want to talk on it.
Okay, Honorable Chair, thank you very much.
Please, Honorable Dennis, you raise your hand first. Thank you.
Okay. I thought since I counter, okay.
Okay, Honorable Dennis, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Since you already made mention that the clause 3 is already in clause 2, then that means that the clause 3 shouldn't be there, and clause 4 relates to clause 3. So in other words, if we should reject clause 3, we are indirectly also rejecting clause 4. So I do not see why we should, excuse me to say, waste our time to vote separately on clause 3 and clause 4. Because of time constraints, I don't think we should do that, because the two clauses relate. If clause 3 is accepted or rejected, indirectly clause 4 also has the same outcome, would also have the same outcome. And then you've already stated that clause 3 is already in Article 3, clause 2.
Yeah, actually,
so I believe we should vote again on clause 3 and clause 4 together in one motion, not on two separate motions. Thank you.
Honorable. A point of correction. I think during the debate, we were all here when members debated that these two
Please, can you hear me?
You were stretching a little
No,
bit.
we
but
cannot
let's
hear
see.
you. We cannot hear you.
You are scratching like a
sorry.
How now? Also, not scratches itself and say DJ no. Quick.
Someone was called. Okay, Honorable Victor, please, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, the chair and all other protocols observed. I think if we want to, in my candid opinion, if we want to go back and forth, we will delay and then we will, will I say, achieve nothing. Let me put it that way, for the lack of correct or good works. I believe that the clause 3 and 4 marry one another. So I would suggest that if we can re-vote again, then we will see whether members will change their mind after reading through for the second time. They'll change their mind and accept it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Victor, for your submission. Honorable Dennis.
Honorable Chair.
Yes, please.
You mentioned my name. No, I've already made my submission. Thank you.
Please, can you hear me? Can you hear me, please?
We can hear you now.
Yes, we can hear
Okay,
you.
Honorable Dennis, your hand was up.
No, I've already made my submission. I forgot to put my hand down. Thank you.
Okay, honorables, to make this quick for us, as an honorable suggested, because there have been a counter motion, we have to vote on it, whether we are voting for Article 3, Article 4, or we are voting two of them together. We have to vote on this decision before we vote again, whether we are accepting the two clauses, because I moved a motion and there was a counter motion. Debate has gone on, and I think that we have to vote on it according to our standing orders. So the accepting the motion is that yes, or accept the motion means that we are voting on Article 3 and 4 together, and no means that we are voting on them separately. Please, do we get it?
Sure, we got you.
I do, sir.
Any seconder to this motion? I don't know whether.
I, Victor Agbesi, I second the motion.
Thank you. So yes means that, thank you. So yes means that we are voting on them together. No means that, please, let me get it right. Yes means that we are voting 3 and 4 together. No means that we are voting on them separately. Please. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, please remember we are dealing with reject and accept.
Yes, sorry, I'm sorry. So accept the motion means that we are voting on 3 and 4 together. Reject the motion means that we are voting on them separately. Please get it clear.
Okay, according to the results, we have to vote Article 3 and 4 together. Before we vote Article 3 and 4, please, am I right, Congress? Am I right?
Yes.
You're on track.
Okay.
Let's go.
Thank you. Before we vote Article 3 and 4 together, please, honorables, look at the clauses again. There is no religion in it. And Congress have already debated about this. And we've made it clear. Let's look at the integrity of our Constitution and let's listen to the debate that went on the floor of Congress so that we will not repeat same things, but in different contexts or different languages. Please, let's be very critical about this issue and in our voting. Now we are voting together Article 3 and Clause 4. The motion is yes, we are accepting Clause 3 and Clause 4, or we are rejecting Clause 3 and Clause 4. Are we accepting Clause 3 and Clause 4 proposed by the honorable member, or are we rejecting Clause 3 and Clause 4 proposed by the honorable member? Thank you. Tech team, please, are you ready? Oh, sorry. Any seconder to this motion? Sorry, honorables.
I, Gustavo Lepua, I second to the motion.
Thank you. Honorable Tech team. But honorables, okay, let us finish voting.
Hello, Honorable Sam.
Yes, please.
The chair, please time is up. So kindly run so that we can continue with the next item, please.
Yeah, actually, I'm coming there. I'm coming to this important point.
Hello, Honorable Sam.
Yes, please.
Please, this is the national organizer. Please, I would like to notify WhatsApp, so you should begin to wrap it up so that we can draw the meeting to a close. Thank you.
I get it rightly, and we also have something to say about that.
Now,
52%, 48%. Congress, before we move on, I have a humble submission to make. We have a business on Congress, on the floor of Congress. And this Congress is very important in the history of our sorry, please, if you are not talking, you can mute your mic. In the history of our union, this Congress is very important. And you and I know that we have to review a constitution, which we are now on Article 3. And if you are privy to the constitution, we have more than 20 articles to review. If you look at it in total, we have more articles to go through. And according to, if you have a copy of the review, some of the reviews go down even up to some of our our tenure of office, which is Article 34. And Honorable House, we are now on Article 3 of the Constitution. This is the thing. We tell the LOC give time for members to join the meeting, and we don't join on time, but we expect to go to bed on time or leave on time. Congress is between the 19th to 25th. And today is the last but one day for this exercise to go on. Do we agree that we should close the meeting on Article 3 and not move further by giving ourselves an additional time for us to go through this constitution, at least to reach at a particular point? Because Honorable, we are now in Article 3, not even Article 10. And most if you have the documents, please, most of the articles need review. Congress, I think we have to think about this before we leave, or whether we want to leave or we want to stay.
All right.
With a greater, please don't say I'm talking too much. I'm making a submission, which is an important submission. If I don't talk, how will I be able to talk? How will I be able to make the submission? Please, let's be careful with some of the things we say. I'm making a submission to Congress, please. Honorable members, please, it's before Congress. Should we close? Yeah, please, 1 minute. Should we close the meeting and not extend our time to take care of this constitution, or we should go strictly by the time, but forgetting that we don't come early, we come late? Thank you. The floor is open to Congress.
All right. Thank you very much. The chair, the House. I want to say something to members. This is not a submission with respect to what the chair said. I want to plead with everybody. Let's come on time tomorrow, and then let's deal with the business of the day, so that we could avoid these time extending and what have you. We know that members are busy. We know the season in which we are, but please, if we come on time, I believe we can sort these things out and move on. So with respect to whether we'll increase the time or not, please, let's end for today, according to what the announcement you gave us. Tomorrow, I'm pleading with all members. Let's come on time. If we did not come on time tomorrow and proceedings did not start at the exact time, I could support the motion to even increase the time so that we could make up to with respect to the time we've lost. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable. Honorable Vendish, please, your hand is up.
Okay, Honorable Sam, thank you for the opportunity. Okay, so considering extending of the time today, I don't think it will be necessary, because even most members have started leaving the meeting. We were before 10 p.m. we were 86, and now we are 76. So the LOC is starting earlier tomorrow, yes, and extending the closing time to 10:30, just as today. So I think that we should close, and then tomorrow we can begin earlier and then close at 10:30. Given that time, we'll be able to I think we'll be able to exhaust, if not all, most of them, and then maybe the LOC can work and then fix time for us to finish the others that will be left. So I think it's late already, and members have started leaving. So we should close it, and then tomorrow we try to start on time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, LOC Vice Chair. Oh, sorry, LOC Chair. Honorable Dennis.
Honorable Chair, I don't believe we'll be able to exhaust all the articles by the time the LOC has given us, the duration of Congress. If possible, I want to suggest to the LOC, if possible, they should increase the days of the Congress so that we'll be able to go through the Constitution review, because 2 days of review, we've just been able to deal with only 3 articles. Just 2 articles, not even 3 articles. So if possible, LOC chair and its members, if you could go behind doors and think about increasing the duration of Congress, that would be very, very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, for your, Thank you, Honorable, for your submission. I think no matter how we even change the days, if we don't change our attitude towards time, we can't still do this. We can still go through. Honorable Michael Sechi, you have the floor.
Chair the House, Chair the Speaker. I second what my brother Honorable Dennis said. this constitution, I've been looking at it since morning. Reading it, and I could tell you that there's, even if we use tomorrow, even if we bend or we spend the whole night till tomorrow, we can't finish it because we are going to deliberate issues back and front. So as Dennis suggested, LOC should extend days, and we should see what, and also one thing I could suggest is, what measures should we put in place when the quorum is not formed? What are we going to do? Because this is human, let me use the word inactiveness, because you can't tell everyone to come on time. People have different things to do. Delegates, individuals have things to do. So if members are not on time, what are we going to do? That is where we have to tackle the issue from, and so that we can see the number of days we can put in. If sometimes we make the laws, we can break the law, or we can amend it. We can change some things for the time being.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you, Honorable Michael Sechi. The LOC is still reminding me that time is up, but we still have hands up. Honorable Vendesh, please. I agree with time is up, but I think Honorable Vendesh, I agree time is up, but I think
with what Honorable Dennis said, yes. The LOC cannot increase we don't have the power to increase the duration of Congress. Congress is the highest decision-making body of the union, and they have the power. We, the LOC, we only plan with the time given us. So we don't have the power to increase the duration. So maybe tomorrow we can discuss as to whether the Congress can discuss as to whether to increase the duration or not, and then give us you can give us the date that you want Congress to end, and then the LOC can plan with the duration given. We don't have the power to increase the duration. We don't have that power. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
thank you, Honorable. Honorable Vendesh, please. I understand, but let members also give their submissions. This is very important. Honorable Chafodeme, please, you can go ahead.
All right. Good evening to you, everyone. My submission is we still have more than 20 articles to go. I do suggest that we know the number of delegates, we group them, then give these articles to this group, Friday evening, we all meet and discuss this article as a fast pace, as all of us will contribute and will move fast. At least there should be a preamble of it. Then based on that, we can give in our suggestion, and like we are born to near co, because you can say you say Charlie, within this.
Okay.
To the 25th. Yeah. So that's my humble suggestion.
Thank you. Thank you. The NJC made a consultation with what they did before 5 years ago. And this is what they told us. They spent a whole night without sleeping on this when it was face-to-face and members could even gather at a particular place at a particular time. Now we don't even come on time. That is the main problem. So please, once again, let's be on time. That is what they told us. They spent a whole night just on this constitutional review process, meeting at a particular place at a particular time. Evans Burton, please, you can go ahead.
Yes, exactly what I was just about to say, that looking at the pace that we are going, we may take about more than a week to even like finalize with everything. Moreover, I think when Honorable Vendesh was speaking, he was saying something like, okay, it's time, but he also referred to us that it's Congress. So Congress can take a decision regarding everything. And so even regarding the time, Congress, we can decide, okay, today we want to extend it. Because looking at the 2 or 3 hours that we spend every day, I think that Congress, we need to maybe take a decision on the time and then extend it. Maybe one of the days go maybe up to 12 or something. Other than that, we may not even finish if we use even a week. I'm done.
Thank you, Honorable Evans. Let me give a lady to hear her sweet voice also. Honorable Odo Shean.
Hello, Honorable. Please, I suggest we start exactly at 7 because the time is 7. So even if we have only 30 people there, we have to start exactly at 7. Time is time. We shouldn't be waiting for people. We all have a lot of things to do. So if it's 7, we should start at 7. Even if we have 10 people there, we should start exactly at 7. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Dennis, I think this is the same subject matter, so I can't give you opportunity anymore. I have a question in my inbox. What can we do on the quorum formation? We have spent the 2 nights. My answer to that is the only way for the quorum formation is for members to come early. Per the constitution we have now, there is nothing we can do. If members are not present, we can't do anything. So if members come early, then we can have a quorum. Congress have spoken. I don't know the decision we've taken, but Congress, let me ask my last question before we go. Do we seek to extend our days or time to help us in this, or we should talk about this tomorrow when we don't get anywhere with, or we don't get into more of the articles of the Constitution? Should we talk about this tomorrow, or we can talk about this now? Because some of the members pointed it out.
Is it me or I can't hear the Honorable Chair? Honorable Nuruddin, please, we can't hear your boss. If you can help us with it. Honorable SG.
Please, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you now. Initially,
Yes,
we
we
couldn't hear you.
Sorry, Honorables, some network challenges. Please, Honorables, I mentioned that we've heard all the submission by Congress, but please, I have just one question for Congress. Please, are we extending our time according to some of the submissions that were made? Are we extending the time for tomorrow, for Congress and the day for Congress today? Are we talking about it today, or we will talk about it tomorrow when we see that we've not gotten into many of the articles that have been proposed? Are we talking about it today or tomorrow? Please, Congress, so that we also as NJC members know what to do, because we didn't expect this today.
Honorable Sam, please, I would like to. It's not about the time. I want to make a submission, a correction, point of information.
Okay,
Can I? Okay, so I think according to the rules, the Constitution, it is the chairman of Congress who is supposed to move for any motion like this. I know that the Constitution has been given for the NJC, like has been put in charge for the NJC to take over. But with the duration of the Congress, increasing the duration, I think is the chairman who is the chairman of Congress, who is either the president or the secretary general, who is supposed to move, and then the Congress. So I'm just making the point of information or point of correction. I don't know which of them is it. So we should let the right channels take place. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I understand. I thank you for the point of correction. But okay, so we'll wait for this tomorrow. but please, honorables, let's come early tomorrow to help and facilitate our work. Honorables, thank you. Because of time, we will draw the curtains down because I have more notifications than I was expecting. So we will adjourn this meeting to tomorrow. Honorable LOC, when are we starting? 7 p.m., right?
Okay, there will be announcements. I think the secretary has an important information to relate to us. Then afterwards, we give the announcement and then we close. So,
thank you. Okay, so I, Samuel Ofosudonya, the chair of the NJC, the secretary of the NJC, and the chair of the Constitutional Review, adjourn this meeting to tomorrow, tomorrow, 22nd of July, 2021, on the set date that will be announced by the LOC. Please, any seconder to this adjournment.
I, Clement Any Obeng of the Nigerian chapter, do hereby second to the motion being spoken up by the chair of this honorable meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Just a quick one, please. Article 2 we didn't arrive at a decision. So please remember that is where we will start from. SG, over to you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Sam. Thank you very much. Okay, so because of time, we'll go to the next item, and is the introduction of aspirants. Yesterday, we had a vacant seat, so Congress decided that we reopen nomination for all positions, and the deadline was today 9 p.m. So I think the deadline is past. So I will introduce the aspirants we have for the 2021-2022 academic year. Please, all aspirants, kindly be online and open your camera when we mention your name. And let's make it quick, please. Okay, so after reopening nomination for the Women's Commission, the Women's Commissioner's position, we have Azikumi Millicent from Hujo chapter. Okay,
yes,
thank you very much. And the second aspirant is Mariama Abdullahi from Chendu chapter.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to you all.
Please, can we see you? Kindly open your camera.
Yeah, I'm trying to open it, but it's taking some time.
Okay.
So I would be connected soon.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's move to the national organizer position. We have Honorable Seto Kwame Fujo from Lanjo chapter.
Hello,
Honorable Seto. Okay, thank you very much. With the national organizer, we have only one aspirant. And let's move to the national financial controller. One aspirant for that position as well. And that's Honorable Tremi Gabriel from Wuhan chapter. Hello, Honorable Gabriel. Hello, Honorable Gabriel. Okay, let's move to the Secretary General. With the Secretary General's position, we have one aspirant, and the person is Honorable Solomon Yao Adadi Selom from Jian chapter. Please, is Honorable Selom online? Okay, thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Selom. Let's move to the National Vice President's position. That one too, we have only one aspirant, and the person is Honorable Emmanuel Anu Thompson from Shanghai chapter. Hello, Honorable Thompson.
Hi, Honorable Francisca and Congress.
Okay. Thank you very much. And the ultimate, I will say, the presidency position, we have one aspirant, and the person is Honorable Irene Koko Agbenu from Xi'an chapter. Hello, Honorable Irene. Hello, Honorable Irene.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Please, can you open
I'm
your
sorry.
camera?
Please, I'm sorry I can't turn my at this moment. Thanks.
Okay. So, Honorable House, these are your aspirants for the 2021-2022 academic year. I will leave it to Congress to decide if anybody has an objection to their candidature, as in anybody has a petition or anything, the person could write to the vetting committee or to the NJC through the Secretary General's email or through the NJC email. We'll put the emails on the pages. And Congress should decide the duration that we should give for the petition. Hello, please, am I clear? Hello, honorable members.
Oh, you are clear. You are clear. Honorable Agent, you are clear. You are clear.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Congress should decide the duration for the petitions. Please, any suggestion? Our time is fast spent, so I'll plead with the Honorable House that let's make it quick so that we can end.
Honorable SG, my hands is up. You've not called me.
Okay, sorry. Honorable Michael, please, you can unmute your mic and speak.
All right, thank you, Madam Secretary. If there's a petition, I suggest that 42 working hours should be allowed. 42 working hours should be made available for the petition.
Please,
in case, no, let me make it very clear. What I'm trying to say is, if someone petition and we need to deliberate on it, based on all the petitions that we've gotten, within 72 hours, we need to finalize, Congress need to finalize on the petition and make a decision. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Let me make it clear. What I want to put across is that we need to set a timeline for the submission of petitions. Vetting will start tomorrow, 10 a.m. And if there's any petition, the vetting committee need to review it to guide their vetting processes. So I want us to decide on the timelines for the submission of petitions. So the House can decide that we can give the whole of tomorrow, maybe from right now to 11:55 p.m. for anybody who has petition to submit.
Can I come in, Madam?
Okay, please, you can come in.
Okay, if that's what you implied, thank you for the correction. Then in my opinion, since vetting, you said vetting is going to commence tomorrow. If vetting commences, what happens to the petition?
They can still work on it, I guess, but we need to set a timeline so that.
Then we should give it 2 days. 2 days maximum. 2 days maximum for people to come, because it's already late, so that 2 days people can get together. That is 48 hours.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, any other submission? Honorable Clement, please, you can unmute your mic.
Honorable SG, thank you very much for the opportunity. Honorable SG, as it was done last year, I think 72 hours was given for the various petitions, as in before election commenced, that any petition should come within 72 hours before the election day. So I would plead on the House for us to consider that as we make such a decision. Nonetheless, if there should be any petition that comes after the vetting, the NJC and the vetting committee can still sit on it as it was done. Same in reference to last year's Congress. As it was done, we can also consider that and have it been amended, or argued about or discussed about, for us to have a better kind of saying outcome for our future leaders and for the betterment of NUGS and NUGS-CHINA. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Clement. Please, let's make our submissions quick. We need to end the meeting. Okay, Honorable Vice President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, Honorable Secretary, for this opportunity. In my opinion, I think Congress shouldn't be concerned right now with petitions. I think what we need right now is allowing the vetting committee to come out with maybe a formal letter soliciting for information with regards to this aspirant. Right now, why are we concerned with petitions and other things? Why are we worrying ourselves with whether people will submit petitions or people wouldn't submit petitions? We should allow the vetting committee to come out with a formal document requesting for information so that will help them in their decision making in terms of vetting these aspirants. Congress shouldn't concern ourselves with petitions right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Vice President. Okay, so I think this suggestion is based on what we experienced last year. And after today's meeting, we'll send an official letter to the general public, introducing the aspirant to them and also giving them the opportunity to also bring any petition or anything. And I think we need to set a timeline so that the vetting committee can have time to work instead of petitions conflicting with the vetting processes. Okay, Honorable Evans, please, then we'll decide on what to do.
Okay, so my concern has to do with the timing that you said that the vetting committee, they are starting their job tomorrow 10. And this is, it's almost 11 p.m. So if the vetting committee are expected to start from 10 a.m. tomorrow, so what is the time or when can they like receive like petitions or any comments or things from the general public? So instead of, let's say, the committee, what I recommend is that then it will be advisable that the committee will start something maybe after 24 hours after enough timelines has been given to the general public to submit their petitions or their comments, if any. Other than that, to be like.
Honorable Evans, sorry. Okay, with regards to the time for the vetting, maybe we'll meet the LOC, will meet the committee, and then they will bring their timelines. Please, I hope that's okay. Okay, so House, wow. I want us to close at 11.
Yes, I don't know if I can come in again, sorry. So if let's say that the LOC will meet the vetting committee, then I think it will be good that the LOC meet the vetting committee before the introductory letter or introduction letter comes out, whereby all these timelines will be stated in the letter. So I will propose that maybe that decision to be left in the hands of the vetting committee, and as you are suggesting, the LOC after their meeting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Evans. Okay, so on that note, House will leave the timelines for the submission of petition to the vetting committee. Thank you very much. Okay, so I will invite the LOC Chair, Honorable Vendish, to give any announcements that they have for us. Honorable Vendish.
Madam Chair, please.
Honorable Benny, please, you can go ahead.
Sorry, my hand was up. I was waiting for you to call
It's
me.
okay.
Sorry,
It's
House.
okay.
I wanted to clarify something. The vetting committee do not have power to say anything about petitions. Petitions are in the hands of the NJC. So I think that note with regards to petition would have to come from the NJC. They will have to even talk, say anything about the petitions. The vetting committee should come out with a document soliciting for information to help their work. But let's leave the petitions to the hands of the NJC. They should come out. If maybe as at now, as we've introduced ASPAN, maybe they are even receiving petitions. They will come out and say that we are receiving petitions, and considering the amount of petitions we are receiving, or the number of petitions we are receiving, maybe we need these days. Then they will propose that to Congress. Then we can make a decision. Thank you, Madam Secretary.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Viv. But as I said, it's just to guide the process. Okay, like what happened last year, we don't want that to happen this year. So we can give ourselves timelines as to when petitions should come or not, like what we've done for the review, so that we wouldn't conflict the vetting processes of other business with petitions. Okay, Honorable Confidence.
Okay, Honorable.
Please, our time is fast spent, so after Honorable Confidence, those whose hand are up, please, we can't give you opportunity to speak again. Honorable Confidence.
Thank you, Honorable. Please let me just make it snappy. I think there are two different things, and adding up to what Honorable Vice President said, we need to separate these two issues. One is petition, and one is the vetting committee seeking for any information about the aspirants that will help them in their vetting process. That is different from petition. If there is any petition against any of the members, why the person shouldn't be aspiring for that role, I think the right place it goes is through the NJC as the vice president, and not to the vetting committee. And so I think that what the vetting committee seeks for is any information that will help them in the vetting process, that will just give them further information about the person they are going to vet. So I think there are two separate issues which we really need to look at. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Confidence. So, okay, I suggest we, please, it's Mr. President here. Maybe you can come in. Honorable Collins. Hello, Honorable Collins.
Hello.
Yes, please come in and let's decide on what to do.
Okay, thank you very much, Ajin. My comment is off right now. My camera cannot come on right now. Please pardon me, congressmen and women. Okay, so with this issue, I think we'll give just ample time to the vetting committee together with the LOC for them to quickly come up with something that will be in the right direction for the vetting committee, and then also for the LOC. I think time is fast spent, so I wouldn't want to drag this issue. Whatever decisions that will be best to aid in their line of duty, I think that is what we should look at, and to make the work very effective for them. That's what we should look at. So let's give the opportunity to the vetting committee and the LOC so that they can come up with some timelines that will help in this process. any information that they need, they can just let them know, and then that will be communicated to Congress. So I think we should take this step to make the process helpful for us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. President. So on that note, I'll invite the LOC chair to give the announcements so that we can close. Sorry, we've spent a lot of time.
Thank you so
Honorable
much.
Bendish.
First, thank you so much, Madam Chair. First, on behalf of the LOC, I would like to apologize for the delay in time, and we hope that tomorrow and the subsequent days we will close on time. Okay, so I was going to give the announcement, but it seems there have been some developments, and there might be changes in our schedule for tomorrow. However, I'm going to give the general one that we already have, and if there are any changes, I will put it on the Congress page before 12 p.m. tomorrow. So basically, like as planned earlier, vetting is supposed to start at 10 a.m. tomorrow, vetting of aspirants, and then we were supposed to start continue Congress tomorrow at 6:55 p.m. So we are supposed to continue Congress tomorrow at 6:55 p.m. With the constitutional review, and then we were supposed to end at 9:50. So as it stands now, there might be changes, and if there are any changes, I would inform Congress as soon as possible. So thank you. This is the announcement for tomorrow, and we hope to we pray that we all come on time so that we can start and close early. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Vendish, please, before you go, pray to end the meeting, please.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's bow down our heads in prayer. Father Almighty, we thank you for today. We thank you for a successful meeting. We pray committing the other days to your. As we are about to go to bed, we pray that you protect and guide us. And at the end, we shall give you all the glory. This and many more we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Finally,
Thank you
upon
very much.
56
Yes.
members left. Amen.
Sorry.
Amen.
Sorry, we've spent a lot of time. Please, let's do well and come early tomorrow so that we can start early and end at the appointed time. Have a good night, honorable members. Bye-bye.
Hey, the secretary beyond pain. Hey.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Clement, you.
Am I ready? Mpacho nka wa say yes raw. Yeah, record nka wa say Miss Raw. Me backstage you. Yeah, nka we shira say Miss Raw. Miss Raw. Miss Raw. Miss Raw. Na Benny dia on. Benny me if you know. Benny me if you. Hey, we are still live on YouTube. Miss Raw me if YouTube na me nka ma say. When you see YouTube na me nka ma say. I beg you.
Clement, did they fear?
Why no go fear? Yeah. We actually so obi me come in say Clement I say.
So.
Now Mube gume first a political career. Masa, I'm a so. Do first a YouTube now.